Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Welcome to the maths class. Today we will continue our exercise 9. In our previous lecture we have solved questions 4, 5 and 6 of exercise 9. Today we will do some more questions of exercise 9. Let's start the exercise 9. We start with the question number 7. In question number 7, we have to multiply different numbers by themselves. We will solve the part 1 of question 7. In part 1, we have to multiply 503 by 503. To multiply 503 by itself, we will not do simple multiplication. We will find out this multiplication by using identity. 503 by 503 means 503 square, and we will find out this square by using this identity. First of all, we will write 503 as the sum of two terms. We can write 503 as 500 plus 3. So 503 whole square will be equal to 500 plus 3 whole square. Now it is written as the sum of two terms. So we will apply this identity a plus b whole square. Here the value of a is 500, the value of b is 3. First of all, we will make the formation in the form of brackets. This is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then we will put the values in the brackets. The value of a is 500, so here we will put 500. A square will be 500 square plus 2ab. 2 value of a is 500, value of b is 3 plus b square. The value of b is 3, so 3 square. Now we will solve these brackets. 5 square will be 25. Here there are two zeros. We will to find out the square, we will double these zeros. There are two zeros, so in the square there will be 4 zeros. If there are 3 zeros, then we will write here 6 zeros. If there are 4 zeros, then we will write here 8 zeros. We will double the zeros and we will find out the square of the number. But here there are 2 zeros. The square of 5 is 25. Double of 2 zeros will be 4 zeros. So we will write 4 zeros with 25. Now multiply these. 3 to the 6, 6 5 the 30. 2 zeros will be written in the answer, plus 3 square will be 9. After adding these numbers, we get 25,03,009. This is the answer of part 1 of question 7. Similarly, you will solve the other parts of question 7. Next we solve question number 10. Question number 10 is the same as question number 7. In question number 7, we will use the identity a plus b whole square, but in this question 10, we will use this identity a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. In this question, we have to multiply 9,997 by itself. Again, we will not do simple multiplication. We will solve this question by using identity. First of all, we will write this multiplication as square. Here 9 9,997 is being multiplied by itself, so we will write it in the form of square. Next, 9,997 can be written as difference of two terms, as it is nearest to 10,000, so we will subtract this number from 10,000. 10,000 minus 3 will be equal to 9,997. So we have written 9,997 as the difference of two terms, 10,000 minus 3. Now we will use the identity to solve this question. We will use this a minus b whole square. Here the value of a is 10,000, value of b is 3. So we will open this square by using identity. This identity will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. The value of a is 10,000. So 10,000 square minus 2ab. Value of a is 10,000. Value of b is 3 plus b square. The value of b is 3. So 3 square. Now we will open these brackets. 1 square will be 1. Here there are 4 zeros. So when we will open the square, we will write here 8 zeros. As I told you earlier that we will double the zeros. As there are 4 zeros, so zeros will be 8. Now multiply these numbers. 3 to the 6. 6 multiplied by 10,000 will be 60,000 plus 3 square will be 9. After solving this, we get this number 9994009. We will solve question number 8 now. The first part of question number 8 is 9x square minus 12xy plus 4y square. Question number 8 is the same question as the question number 2, but the difference is only of sign. Here there is a negative sign, and to solve this question we will use the identity a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. But in question number 2 there was a positive sign here, and to solve question number 2 we use the identity a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. But now here there is a negative sign. First of all, we will write our question in the form of identity. We will write this question in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is the statement of the question. First of all, we will write 9x square in the form of a square. 9 is the square of 3 and x square is the square of x. So 9x square can be written as 3x whole square. Similarly, 4 is the square of 2. Y square is the square of y. So 4y square can be written as 2y whole square. The middle term will be minus 2ab. The value of a is 3x. Value of b is 2y. So a will be 3x and b will be 2y. After multiplying these, we can check that this product is equal to 12xy. 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12. X multiplied by y will be xy. It means we have written 9x square as a square, 12xy as 2ab and 4y square as b square. We have written this question in the form of identity a square minus 2ab plus b square. So now we will apply the identity as this formation a square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b whole square. So using the identity, this formation will be equal to a minus b whole square. Here a is 3x b is 2y. So 3x minus 2y whole square. This is the simplified form of this question. 9x square minus 12xy plus 4y square. Similarly, we will solve other parts of question number 8. Now we will solve question number 11. There are 3 parts of question number 11. The third part is not included. So we will solve the first 2 parts of question number 11. The statement of this question is, if a minus 1 by a is equal to 2, then show that a square plus 1 by a square is equal to 6 and a4 plus 1 by a4 is equal to 34. This is the same question as we have solved question number 5, in which we have found out the values of a square plus b square and a4 plus b4. To solve this question, first of all, we will take square of this equation on both sides. After taking square, we will get the value of a square plus 1 by a square. And then to find out this value, we will take square of this equation. A square plus 1 by a square is equal to 6. So we start the question. A minus 1 by a is equal to 2. This is given equation. After taking square on both sides, it can be written as a minus 1 by a whole square and 2 square. As there is a negative sign, so to open this square, we will use the identity a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. After opening square, we get a square minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by 1 by a. Here the value of a is a and the value of b is 1 by a. So after opening the square, we get a square minus 2ab. The value of a is a and the value of b is 1 by a plus b square, and b square means 1 by a whole square is equal to 2 square. Here 2 square will be equal to 4. A square will be equal to a square. Here a and 1 by a will be cancelled out, and then minus 2 is left, plus 1 by a whole square will be equal to 1 by a square. Now we take minus 2 to the other side of the equation. Here there is a negative sign. When we take 2 to the other side, it will become positive. So it will be added to 4. 4 plus 2 will be equal to 6. So a square plus 1 by a square is equal to 6. This is the result which we have to prove. Now to solve the other part of question number 11, we will take square of a square plus 1 by a square is equal to 6. After taking square on both sides, we get a square plus 1 by a square whole square is equal to 6 square. As there is a positive sign now, so we will use the identity a plus b whole square. Here the value of a is a square, value of b is 1 by a square. So after opening the square, the first term will be a square. A square means the square of a square. Third term will be b square. B square means 1 by a square whole square. Middle term will be plus 2ab. The value of a is a square, value of b is 1 by a square. Here a square and 1 by a square will be cancelled out, and after opening the brackets, we get a4 plus 2 plus 1 by a4 is equal to 6 square will be 36. Now we take 2 to the other side. Here the sign of 2 is positive. So when we take 2 to the other side, its sign will be negative and it will be subtracted from 36. So 36 minus 2 will be equal to 34, and this is the result which we had to prove. A4 plus 1 by A4 is equal to 34. This is the required result. In today's lecture, we solved the questions 7, 8, 10 and 11 of exercise 9. So now your homework is you will solve first two parts of question number 7, 8, 10 and 11 on your notebooks. The part 3 of question number 11 is not included, and question number 3 and question number 9 of exercise 9 are also not included. These are the same questions which are also given in your home task, so you will solve these questions only one time on your maths notebook. Do your work neatly, draw margin lines and do your work according to the pattern. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.